What's good, YouTube? It's your boy JrTheOota. Today, we're finna be reacting to when a wife kills her husband for 37 million. Oh my god. 37? Baby, I would too. Nah, I'm trolling. But do me a favor, if you're new to the channel, smash that like button, sub up, follow my Twitter, JrTheOota0. We go live every single day. Let's get started.
Hey. Sorry.
You thought it was Chad?
Yeah.
Who was Chad out
here?
here?
Trying to kick in everybody's door.
Who was he out here
busted
fighting?
in my light, and look at the garbage cans.
Who was here? Who was he fighting with out here?
My fiance,
Who's that? Who's your fiance?
Steve
Riley.
Riley.
This is Ina Knoyer. She's 48 years old, and within the next 24 hours, she's about to face the worst events of her entire life. Her fiancé, 51-year-old Steve Riley, was rushed to the hospital after suddenly feeling weak, paralyzed, and unable to breathe properly. But less than an hour after being admitted, he never opened his eyes again. The tragedy hit just hours before Steve was set to receive a massive inheritance, $37 million, from one of his uncles in Ireland.
He was getting a large sum of money. Yeah, huge amount. 20 what?
The couple had finally hoped to leave their financial struggles behind, enjoy a peaceful life together, and even move into Steve's family castle in Ireland.
37 milli? How did you fuck this up? Nah, she fumbled the bag if we really think about it. Cause she would have been eating too. You would have been eating.
Poor Steve never lived long enough to see any of that money. According to the autopsy report, Steve didn't die of natural causes or illness.
You would have been eating, bro. Fuck if she divorced him. I don't even think they was married because they had two different last names. Maybe they was. Maybe they wasn't. But she would have been eating. They just said they was about to move in a castle, nigga. And he has 30-something milli. You're getting a new car, any clothes you want, anything. Bitch, you fumbled.
Was poisoned. And the motive? Most likely premeditated murder.
Gosh.
For millions in cash. Our story begins just 24 hours before Steve's death. Around 4 a.m., Ina calls the police to report that one of their neighbors, a man named Chad, is drunk and aggressively banging on doors in the area. The Minot police quickly head to their house to check things out.
Who was here? Who was he fighting with out here?
My fiance. We went for a walk, cool down.
But the interesting and important part of this footage isn't Chad. It's what Ina said. She couldn't even wait or hold herself back for a moment. She started talking about the huge amount of money that was about to come their way. Money that would change their lives forever.
He gets his inheritance this afternoon. That's why we're moving. We're going to pay all our bills off that we need to pay off.
Do you guys want to press any charges against Chad?
I'll ask him when he gets here.
Your fiance?
Yeah. Like I said, he has a really important appointment with his lawyer today. At 2 o'clock.
The officers eventually left the scene, but they had no idea that in less than 48 hours, they'd be returning to house 912A. This time, to carry out Steve's barely alive body in an ambulance.
Not responding. He's on the crack of the bed right there. She tried to sit him up and he fell off the bed.
Steve and Ina met about 10 years ago at an Easter dinner.
That's crazy as fuck. That's crazy as fuck. She is so dumb. She fumbled 37 mil, gang. Like.
After getting to know each other, they moved from Washington to North Dakota to start a new life together, though they never actually got married. Both of them had been through tough times.
I told you, they never got married.
Childhood and never really experienced a comfortable life. Steve had gone through 2 failed marriages and over the years grew distant from most of his family. The only person he stayed close to was one of his sons, Ryan, who had joined the National Guard in Texas. But sometimes, even a small light of hope can bring new meaning and energy to someone's life. About 3 years after Steve and Ina met, in 2016, one of Steve's friends got a call from someone named Marcus Riley, a man claiming to be Steve's long-lost uncle from Ireland. After getting in touch with Steve, Marcus managed to convince him that he was first in line to inherit his estate, which, at the time, was worth around $17 million. Fast forward nearly 7 years later, just 4 months before the incident, a British lawyer...
What the fuck? He got a random call from somebody he didn't know. A random call from somebody he didn't know saying he was next in line to receive to receive this money. How? The nigga ain't never even met him.
The lawyer reached out to Steve and informed him that his distant uncle had passed away. And not only that, his inheritance had grown to an estimated $37 million thanks to smart investments. The plan to receive the money was simple. The lawyer, named Richard, after one delay and broken promise, was finally supposed to fly from London to Minot on September 3rd. He was scheduled to arrive at 2 p.m. Once Steve met with him, the inheritance would be transferred.
Nah, this had to be a scam. This had to be a scam.
Plan to receive $37 million thanks to smart investments. The plan to receive the money was simple. The lawyer, named Richard, after one delay and broken promise, was finally supposed to fly from London to Minot on September 3rd. He was scheduled to arrive at 2 p.m. Once Steve met with him, the inheritance would be transferred, the paperwork signed, and his life would change forever. On September 3rd, Steve and Ina...
That's a scam, gang. How you don't even know this nigga from a can of paint? He don't even know this nigga for a can of paint. And you gonna sign me over a paper for 37 M's?
Slept it all the night before. Headed to the airport with two of Steve's closest friends, Billy and Wes. But while waiting at the airport, Steve suddenly started feeling extremely weak. He threw up and looked so unwell he couldn't take it anymore, so he and Wes went back home. Ina and Billy, though, stayed behind, still waiting for the lawyer. A lawyer who never showed up. After getting home, Ina tried to help Steve feel better using a cold towel and ice.
Told ya! A lawyer who never showed up! Oh my god! Oh my god. I don't think bro ever heard of scams, bro. I don't think bro ever heard of a scam. And I ain't gonna lie, I think this nigga probably had to... The nigga probably told him, you have to pay me $1,000 a week in order to get the 37 million. I'm your uncle that you don't know. Like what?
At first, they thought maybe he had a heat stroke from working in the garage the day before on his truck. But through the night, Steve's condition kept getting worse until it got so bad that Ina had no choice but to call 911.
911. What? My husband's really sick. He got heat stroke yesterday, and now he's not waking up. And come on, wake up!
Come on, wake up! Nah, bitch. Bitch. You can't, like, what type of, you're not even trying to act.
What's the phone number you're calling from?
She has no emotion.
I don't have a phone number.
I don't have a phone
never
number.
got finished getting set up. Come on, babe. He won't talk to me anymore. He won't look at me. He won't open his eyes. Okay.
Ina claimed that the day before the incident, Steve had been drinking heavily, and that his last drink was around 5 in the morning. But the symptoms Steve showed didn't match that story at all. He was completely unresponsive. He was rushed to the hospital by ambulance, but it was already too late. Steve never opened his eyes again.
Wow. Wow.
But now, we get to one of the most important witnesses in this case, Billy Burkhead. He was Steve's close friend and neighbor. He'd spent the entire day before the incident with Steve and Ina, even went with them to the airport, and had worked on Steve's truck with him right before they left. Despite everything Ina claimed, Billy didn't believe a word of it.
Oh, I'm almost sure she poisoned him.
So what's your plan right now?
We're making sure nothing goes.
He never saw Steve drinking beer that day, and the whole heat stroke story just didn't sit right with him. To Billy, something way darker was going on. Something that smelled like murder.
I found out a little while ago that he died. He's dead.
Yeah.
Steve's dead.
He's not dead. I told you.
Stop!
He's dead. And he was poisoned.
Billy claims that the day after Steve got sick, after they had all gone to the airport together, Wes went over to their house to check on Steve. But Ina didn't let him in. She told Wes that Steve wasn't home and that he was getting treatment at a clinic. Something about that just didn't feel right to them.
Knocked, and she didn't say anything right away. Then I knocked again. And, who is it? And I said, well, it's Wes, and she knew it. You know.
She saw you.
Yeah. And I said, is Steve there? No, he's at the walk-in clinic. Same thing again.
What the fuck? That's cat, bro. Bitch is lying and lying and lying, bitch. Like, you need to, somebody need to send you flying. Like, you meant to move the camera? What you mean? From the left side to the right? Yeah.
I think that's what this one was saying. That she hasn't? Yeah. No. I thought everybody knew. Sorry.
Don't tell me anything. Oh my God.
I guess the son is on his way here.
L acting, gang.
Okay. Apparently the son is on the way here. So. You know the son?
She was just crying, now she's no. What the fuck? This bitch is a witch.
It seems like Ina was planning to end the relationship after getting her share of Steve's money. She even threw his belongings out of the house. Now, with new evidence and what Billy told the police, this case looks more like a possible murder, with a clear motive. But Billy isn't the only one who believes this story. Lynn, Billy's partner, also told police that Ina had made some suspicious comments in the past, including saying that if she ever wanted to kill her partner, she would poison him with antifreeze. Wes shared a similar view of the situation, from Ina refusing to call 911 at the airport, to lying the next morning about Steve being in a clinic. Everything pointed to something darker, and with all this lining up, Steve's symptoms started to make perfect sense. In fact, the hospital
Antifreeze is fucking
Steve had been
wild.
poisoned, killed by a lethal dose of antifreeze. This marked the beginning of a series of investigations and multiple interrogations of Steve's close circle as the police tried to get a clearer picture of what had actually happened.
This is property that Steve was buying after his inheritance got here.
Oh, okay.
I think he left it to his son.
But before diving into each of those steps, it's important to note that the day after Billy's statement, and perhaps sensing things were closing in, Ina contacted the police again to share some of her own concerns.
I had to Google where to go to get his inheritance switched over to the people he left it to. I don't know.
Bitches laughing and shit. What the fuck? Yo, this stupid bitch. I wanna. My gosh, bro. Like, she has no type of remorse, no type of nothing, gang. No type of nothing, gang. This bitch talking about, I searched up a day after he died how to get his inheritance switched over, which means how to get the money switched over. Come on, bro.
Okay.
Stupid asshole, bro.
The owner of this truck.
Steve. Yeah, we were gonna get all his fines paid off, get both of our license, get some new cars,
Okay.
go to Ireland, get married, stay in his family castle or whatever, because that's what he wanted to do.
Wow.
And apparently, I thought it was heat stroke, and he said it was heat stroke.
The police decide it's time to go deeper. They launch a full investigation, conducting multiple interrogations with everyone involved and, first up, Wes and his son. Two people who offer yet another confirmation that Ina's story is full of lies and contradictions.
Now, it's either Link or Billy told me that when this first realized that she might be doing something, his phone disappeared.
Okay.
And Steve did lose things occasionally, but his phone disappeared and he didn't find it for a long time. They must have got a different burner phone or whatever you call them.
Yeah.
Well, anyhow, I think there were probably 3 phones in the house that night when I took them back from the airport. From the airport, yeah. And she had one, but her information got transferred from his phone to hers. She had all that.
Documents and
on there.
emails.
Apparently, Ina had full control over Steve's communication with Richard, the British lawyer. In fact, it's possible she was the one talking to him the whole time, not Steve.
He was gonna take that truck that he had in the garage that he was working on for me,
Yeah.
drive that down to Texas, give me the information, because he had set up like a trust fund for me and my brothers, supposedly, and he kind of just wanted to leave her because she didn't really have a job and was like leeching off of them. Just laid around all day.
Did Steve ever talk about leaving Ina?
All the time.
Okay.
Every day. Every day.
Everyone said the same thing. Steve was planning to end the relationship after he got his money. But one thing was clear. Ina believed she deserved a share of that money. She called herself Steve's fiancée, or even his wife sometimes, but they were never married.
This bitch is sick, bro. Sick. Anything for some money, bro. God go and handle you, bro.
Know that in North Dakota, there's no such thing as a common law marriage. The police obtained a search warrant for 912A, the house Steve and Ina shared. What they found inside was a total disaster. The place was filthy. Piles of trash.
Ew. What the fuck is this? Y'all would have never been able to handle 34 million, 30-something million. You can't even handle your damn crib.
Trash, boxes everywhere, rotting food, dog waste scattered across the floor.
Oh my god.
Among the clutter, they discovered a box of window cleaner, which included a bright green liquid that turned out to be antifreeze. In Steve's garage, they found even more chilling evidence, a Coors Light bottle and a mug, both showing traces of that same antifreeze.
Wow.
But she told me not too long ago that she's worked in the medical field for either 32 or 34 years.
The toxic compound ethylene glycol, found
Wow.
in antifreeze, has a deceptively sweet taste. And when mixed into Steve's favorite drink, sweet iced tea, it becomes almost undetectable. No smell, virtually no color once diluted, and nearly impossible to notice. After the police had spoken with everyone involved in the case, the day finally came to interrogate Ina. By now, the pieces of the puzzle were coming together. The picture of what had happened and the possible motive behind the murder was becoming much clearer. The officers, fully prepared and methodical, began their conversation with Ina using advanced interrogation techniques carefully designed to uncover the truth.
The lawyer would not contact me back. His girlfriend, wife type thing, and he would like to contact you. Is there a way to contact you through legal means, like inheritance lawyer or something here?
Okay.
All of a sudden the email disappeared, like it didn't exist.
Did Steve ever say when he got the money that he was gonna leave? He wasn't gonna go anywhere? He was gonna leave you?
He was off and on, yeah, when we got into fights.
Was he gonna make sure you got money?
Because I kept telling him I don't want it. Like I said, I would have given it to his ex-wife.
Get the fuck out of here. Bitch said I don't want it. Whole time she was planning on killing him. Weirdo.
Because they deserve it way more than I did. Because they were actually married. Drinking beer all day,
Weirdo.
working in the garage. He was spray painting his truck, with the doors and the windows closed, and barely drinking any water.
However, the autopsy report found no trace of alcohol in Steve's system.
You told the paramedics when they were there that morning or afternoon that he had been drinking till 5 in the morning. That he had been consuming alcohol. That sounds body cam. Okay, you said he was drinking all day the day before, and then he drank his last drink at 5 a.m. Okay, and now you're telling me that's not what you say on this video. Okay,
I want to see this video.
Okay, well, I'm not going to show you the body cam. I'm just telling you that that's what's on there. There's reports that Wes came to the house that morning, and you said that Steve was at the walk-in clinic. He wasn't at the walk-in clinic.
Steve didn't want to see Wes anymore.
Okay, but Steve wasn't at the walk-in clinic.
He was at the hospital.
He wasn't at the hospital. That's not what's been reported to us. Wes was there prior to.
Yeah, the timestamps prove that.
I want a lawyer.
After Ina realizes there's no way to outsmart...
I want a lawyer. I ain't gonna lie, bitch. You should have been said that, cause you're not saving yourself at all. I don't think a lawyer saving. I don't think 3 lawyers saving your stupid
and
ass.
that they have the full forensic report. She refuses to continue the conversation, and her behavior shifts from trying to explain to becoming hysterical.
But I'm telling you the God honest truth. I don't know what happened. I wasn't there. I wish I was there. I wish I was with him every second of the day that day. I wish I watched every single... But I'm not his goddamn mom. You guys are so unbelievable.
Finally, with the police investigation concluded,
The fuck?
October 30th, officers returned to Ina's home to arrest her on charges of first-degree murder. But she still insists she's innocent.
Why me?
Claiming Steve either died by suicide or accidentally poisoned himself with antifreeze, or that he was poisoned by Billy and Lynn, who she calls fake and disgusting people. She even claims she was poisoned herself a few months earlier, but none of these accusations help her. She has no evidence to support any of them.
I've never done anything. I haven't done anything.
6 months after her arrest in May 2024,
Bitches fried.
Ina appears in court. She accepts a plea deal and confesses to the murder.
Are you pleading not guilty or not guilty? Guilty.
Steve's son, Ryan, who had rebuilt his relationship with his father a few years before the incident and had grown close to him again, along with Steve's sister, both submitted statements to the court. They spoke about Ina and the devastating impact of Steve's murder.
My opinion of you is what you did to my brother is that you ironically are an exact reflection of the home you kept and lived in. Vile, filthy, disgusting, embarrassing, gross, full of feces and pure trash.
Ina was sentenced in court to 25 years in prison, plus an additional 25 years suspended sentence.
I ain't gonna lie. At least this bitch gonna have a cleaner house in jail. I ain't gonna lie. At least her house gonna be a little cleaner. Shit. That's the plus she get.
Was lying, she needed to come up with a story, something to explain the antifreeze. So she did exactly that. She claimed that after the lawyer never showed up, Steve became devastated and decided to take his own life. According to her, he drank the antifreeze intentionally to end it all.
The fuck out of here, bro. The fuck out of here. R.I.P. my boy Steve. I ain't gonna lie. I think this whole shit was capped, though. I don't think she was gonna get anything out of this, honestly. Or they was in general. But you too, man. If you like this video, smash that like button, sub up, follow my Twitch, JrTheOota. We go live every single day. Appreciate y'all for watching, man. I'm out here. Deuces.